questions of our investors who are doing SIPs. So
Yeah.
they are confused whether they should increase their SIPs or they should discontinue their SIPs. So what they should do and why?
So Hussaini, my recommendation is that you must continue your SIP, and I'll tell you why. If you look at our SIPs in the month of Jan 20, when you looked at the return, it was looking fantastic. Across all Kotak mutual fund schemes, most of the schemes on a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 7 year, 10-year basis were delivering double-digit return. In March 20, when people looked at the number, when markets had corrected 25%, the numbers looked quite pathetic. In fact, it was negative. And April 20, when you look at the numbers started looking better. Now, let me give you some example. Kotak Emerging Equity Fund is our mid-cap fund. The return in Jan 20 for a 12-month SIP was 26%. In March 20, it became minus 41%. In April 20, it became minus 21%. See, in just 3 months, it swung from plus 26 to minus 43 to minus 21. The same number, when market recovers, will look completely different. The same thing has happened in our small cap fund. It was plus 29 in Jan 20 for a 12-month SIP, became minus 44 in March 20, and now it is minus 26% in April 20. So across funds, you will see this. Today returns are looking bad, but the same returns will look very good once market turns up. Now, if you continue to buy at levels which are attractive, obviously your returns will look far better when market turns around. So our recommendation is that you please continue your SIP unless until you have a financial emergency. If you have to spend money on emergencies, there's no doubt about it that you have to stop your SIP. But in all other circumstances, you must continue your SIP. Don't look at the negative returns like it came down significantly between March and April. In 6 months, 12 months, whenever market turns around, the same SIP returns will look far better.
Right. Sir, our next question is a very interesting question, that markets have been very volatile in last 2-3 months. So do you think they will stabilize or this volatility is going to continue?
नहीं, ये volatility continue रहेगी जब तक medical solution नहीं आता. See, this is perfect storm. There is medical crisis which is shutting down economic activity. That has resulted into companies declaring losses. That has resulted into them delaying payments. That has created financial mess. Now, unless until medical solution emerges, these things cannot turn it around. These things cannot reverse. And hence markets will be volatile. Whenever they see a good news of medical breakthrough, markets will go up. In absence of that, markets will come down. Whenever they'll see fiscal stimulus provided by the government, markets will go up. In absence of that, markets will come down. Whenever they see monetary stimulus given by RBI, markets will go up. Otherwise, it will come down. So clearly, we are going to see pendulum movement in market. It's going to go up and down till such time we get medical solution.
Okay. Sir, many investors are also having thoughts about investing into gold at this point of time. So what are your thoughts on that?
A very, very good question, and my apology, I forgot about it. I should have talked about it, but thank you for reminding me. हुसैनी भाई, जब भी गोल्ड प्राइस मूव कब होते हैं अगर वो देखे हिस्ट्री में, तो उसके लिए दो चीजें हमेशा जरूरी है. एक अनसर्टेनिटी एंड दूसरा लोअर इंटरेस्ट रेट्स एंड हाई लिक्विडिटी. 2008 से 2011 के बीच में गोल्ड तकरीबन $750 से बढ़ता बढ़ता $1875 पे पहुंचा था. एंड वो समय काल में लिक्विडिटी बहुत ज्यादा थी सब प्राइम क्राइसिस की वजह से, एंड इंटरेस्ट रेट्स वर वेरी वेरी लो, एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट there were uncertainties because of subprime crisis. Now the same combination is coming this time also. Interest rates will be low all over the world, liquidity will be high all over the world, and uncertainty of this coronavirus will be there in this system. So gold prices should do well like it did in 2008 to 2011. There are various ways of investing in gold: physical gold, gold bonds, and gold ETFs. If you're buying physical gold, ensure that you get the right quality, and you have to buy it in bigger quantity so that you don't have to pay premium for buying smaller denomination gold. If you go and buy gold coin from a bank and you try to sell it to the jeweler immediately, you will end up losing 15-20%, because clearly gold in smaller denomination is sold at a much higher price. Gold ETFs will be better if you are looking at 1 to 3 year horizon, because it gives you daily liquidity, and gold bonds will be better if you are looking at 5 to 7 year horizon, because there you end up getting 2.5 to 2.75% coupon income. So gold is a very, very important asset class, and like equity, it should be overweight in today's scenario. Try to be overweight gold at this point of time.
Sir, many investors are also having thoughts about buying stocks at these levels. So should they buy stocks or they should stick to mutual funds?
See, if you can do research on stock and you are not going to follow someone's tip, then you should buy stock. But care should be taken to buy companies whose balance sheets are strong. If a company does not survive the downturn, then how will you make money as a shareholder? अगर ये डाउनटर्न में कंपनी बंद हो गई तो आपका पैसा कैसे बनेगा? So you have to invest in companies which will surely survive the downturn. And in that context, companies which have leverage should be avoided. Companies whose balance sheet is not strong should be avoided. And you must be able to take that decision. If you are investing in companies which are not leveraged, which are solid, then direct stock is preferred. But if you don't have time, you don't have ability to do research, then mutual fund is preferred.
Okay. Sir, would you suggest liquid fund and arbitrage fund as safe bets for debt investments?
See, again, arbitrage fund and liquid fund are safe subject to underlying security. अब किसी के लिक्विड फंड में IL/FS निकला तो वो सेफ नहीं है, बट किसी के लिक्विड फंड में लेट्स से HDFC बैंक, कोटक बैंक की CD है, HDFC की CP है, तो वो सेफ है. So it is not liquid fund or arbitrage fund which is safe or unsafe. It is the underlying security in that liquid and arbitrage fund which makes it safe or unsafe. Now, my recommendation is that don't trust my word that Kotak Mutual Fund liquid fund is safe or Kotak Mutual Fund's arbitrage fund is safe. You please open my fact sheet. It's available on www.kotakmf.com. एक security को आप खुद देखिए. If you believe that these securities are worthy of your investment, then believe my liquid fund is safe, my arbitrage fund is safe. If you believe कि यार ये क्या नाम है, पता ही नहीं चलता है, क्या credit quality है, then don't invest with us. Then you believe we are unsafe. Second, in arbitrage fund, you please remember that you have to come with minimum 1 month plus horizon. एक आप STT भरते हैं, so you can't invest in arbitrage fund with 7-day, 10-day horizon because STT cost will kill you. Second, arbitrage fund में निवेश करते time you should calculate return in last week of a month to next month's last week, because expiry to expiry return will be the real return. बाकी सब जो बीच वाला return है, that is notional. So while evaluating arbitrage fund, look at the portfolio, get yourself confident that these are all good investment, and try to invest try to calculate returns from expiry to expiry, previous month's last week to next month's last week. That's how they will be safe.
Hello.
How,
Yeah,
Hussaini?
sorry, I missed out this time. So, sir, another question is that I am having my SIP for 10-15 years and I am a long-term investor.
Yeah.
So, should I worry about this market fall, and what kind of return is that I should expect?
So worry about market fall, obviously you should be, because जब भी मार्केट नीचे जाता है तो अपने को चिंता तो होनी ही चाहिए, बट चिंता हुई, वरी हुई, उसके लिए मैं कोई पैनिक डिसीजन ले लूं, वो गलत बात है. चिंता होना गलत बात नहीं है. नाउ व्हेन market cap to GDP ratio is about 20% lower compared to its historical average, it is time to be greedy. In a normal market, we will say that your returns will be equivalent to nominal GDP growth of the country. अगर इकोनॉमी 6% पे ग्रो करेगी और 4% इन्फ्लेशन होगा तो 10-11% रिटर्न आपका इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड में बनना चाहिए. नाउ टुडे the market cap to GDP ratio is 20% lower than its historical average. आज नहीं तो कल historical average पे पहुंच जाएंगे. Now, if we are looking at this 20% valuation gap to be bridged over a period of time, at this level, my investment return. So this is time to be greedy. This is time to be looking at least 20-30% higher return over the nominal GDP growth. That's where I will put my numbers.
Sir, some investors are confused that should they withdraw their money from equity now and come back when any medical solution to corona has come and market stabilize?
सर अभी अब बारिश है और अब गिले हो गए. अब आप कहते हैं कि ये बारिश जब थम हो जाएगी तब मैं बाहर निकलूंगा ताकि मैं गिला कम हूं. बट उसमें तो जो बस है जिसमें आपको जाना है वो चली जाएगी. आप एक शेल्टर में खड़े रहेंगे, बारिश रुकने का इंतजार करना है, बट आपको तो उस बस में बैठ के आगे जाना है. तो बेहतर है कि बारिश में थोड़े और गिल्ले हो जाइए, बस में चढ़ जाइए. हो सकता है बस की जर्नी में आपके कपड़े सूख जाएंगे, बट अगर आप शेल्टर में चले गए बारिश से बचने के लिए तो बस में कैसे बैठेंगे? सो राइट नाउ why is market trading at such a low level? Because they are worried about coronavirus. अब कोरोना वायरस की मेडिसिन मिल गई तो मार्केट यहां पे थोड़ी मिलेगा. There is a saying which says that good price and good news does not come together. जब खराब न्यूज है तभी लेने के भाव मिलेंगे, अच्छे न्यूज में तो बेचने के भाव होंगे. तो आपने ऑलरेडी पेन ले लिया है इक्विटी में निवेश करने का. Now don't redeem when it is a time to buy. I'm sure there will be some more pain in the days to come. Market will go up, down, market will move left, right. But that pain is worth bearing because moment medical solution emerges, market can start moving up. And you won't be able to capture that movement.
So it is better to stay invested.
Yes.
Right. Sir, another question is related to stimulus by government. So why is government not announcing stimulus at this point of time when all the world has announced some sort of stimulus, and what kind of stimulus can we expect in India?
So, हुसैनी भाई, अगर आपने वर्ल्ड कप T20 फाइनल देखी वेस्ट इंडीज और इंग्लैंड के बीच में
जी,
तो इंग्लैंड ने पहली बैटिंग करके धुआंधार रन बनाए, फिर वेस्ट इंडीज का टाइम आया और उनका रन रेट बढ़ रहा था. तो क्राइसिस टाइम आ गया तो उन्होंने क्रेग ब्रेथवाइट करके बंदे को भेजा.
जी.
लास्ट ओवर बेन स्टोक्स डालने वाला था, उनको 19 रन बनाने थे और इस बंदे ने पहले 4 बॉल में 4 छक्के मारे और ऐसे छक्के मारे कि जो बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर ही गिरे, उसको पकड़ने का कोई चांस ही नहीं था. नाउ दुनिया के बहुत सारे देश क्रेग ब्रेथवाइट की तरफ बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, हर बॉल पे चौका छक्का जम के मार रहा है और ऐसे मार रहा है कि सीधा स्टेडियम के बाहर चला जाए. Now in this process you can win the match, or in order to take that kind of huge risk you may end up paying a higher cost. Like US स्विट्जरलैंड में SME को पैसा भेजा गया एंड फिर उन्होंने सोचा कि अरे कुछ अनडिजर्विंग लोग को भी पहुंच गया, मतलब कोई वांदा नहीं, उनके पास से बाद में ले लेंगे. नाउ दोज आर द रिच कंट्रीज, दे कैन अफोर्ड टू डू इट कि बस सबको भेज दो, फिर जो अनडिजर्विंग है उनके पास से ले लेंगे. बट हमारे पास ऐसा अनलिमिटेड फायर पावर नहीं है. हमारी सरकार महेंद्र सिंह धोनी की तरह बैटिंग कर रही है. जब वो धोनी खेलने आते हैं तो जनरली पहले एक एक दो दो रन लेके स्कोर कार्ड मूव करते हैं, चौके छक्के नहीं मारते. आस्किंग रन रेट थोड़ा बढ़ भी जाता है, बट फिर जब दो तीन चार ओवर बाकी है वो एक्सप्लोड करते हैं. नजर सेट हो चुकी है, पता है कौन सा बॉलर आने वाला है, फील्डिंग क्या है, पिच कैसी है, और धनाधन फिर चौके छक्के लगते हैं और मैच जीत जाता है. हमारे हिसाब से भारत सरकार क्रेग ब्रेथवाइट की जगह पे महेंद्र सिंह धोनी की तरह बैटिंग कर रही है. सही समय पे सही तरह का फिस्कल स्टिमुलस देंगे.
Okay. Sir, do you think NPAs will go up considerably because when businesses are down and large companies like auto companies also have had zero sales and many businesses are completely locked, though there is a moratorium, but still it will somewhere result in NPAs going up and corporates going belly up?
Undoubtedly NPAs तो बढ़ने वाले हैं unless until आप NPA की डेफिनेशन बदलो. आज होटल, टूरिज्म, ट्रैवल, एविएशन, रिटेलिंग, मल्टीप्लेक्सेस, यह सारी कंपनी में रेवेन्यू जीरो है, खर्चा चालू है, तो वो तो एनपीए होगा ही होगा. बट एनपीए अगर हम डेफिनेशन एडजस्ट कर ले कि भैया यहाँ पे इस वक्त समय खराब है, लोगों को सपोर्ट करना जरूरी है, तो आप 90 दिन की जगह 180 दिन तक पेमेंट नहीं करेंगे, चलेगा. आप बैंक को 2 इंस्टॉलमेंट बाद में दे देना, बट वो पैसे से आप अपना कंपनी चलाइए, आपका घर चलाए. तो हम एनपीए की डेफिनेशन चेंज करके एनपीए को कम कर सकते हैं. दूसरी चीज है कि हम लोगों को ज्यादा लोन देके भी एनपीए को कम कर सकते हैं. नाउ हमें फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर में सपोर्ट देना बहुत जरूरी है, बिकॉज जो कंपनीज आज फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट के बगैर बंद हो गई तो फिर आपकी रिकवरी उतनी डिलेड हो जाएगी. आपको तो कंपनी चला के चालू रख के पैसा बनाना है. तो एनपीए डेफिनेटली आज की टर्म्स में काफ़ी बढ़ेंगे, बट हम डेफिनेशन चेंज करके उसको कंट्रोल में ले पाएंगे और नया पैसा देख के पुराने पैसे को बचा पाएंगे.
Right. Sir, any thoughts on real estate sector in the coming 12 to 18 months? Because there seems to be a lot of stress there. Many people want to invest into real estate also. So what are your thoughts on that?
See, definitely जो आपका रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर है उसमें हालत बहुत खराब होने वाली है. कोई बायर ही नहीं रहेगा खरीदने के लिए, बिकॉज हर कोई अपनी चीजों को डिफर करना चाहेगा. जो बड़े कंपनीज है वो वर्क फ्रॉम होम में बिलीव करना चालू करेंगे तो ऑफिस की खपत कम हो जाएगी. जो रेसिडेंशियल खरीदने वाले थे वो आज जॉब लॉस की वजह से या जॉब में सैलरी कटौती की वजह से फोकस ऑब्वियसली डिफरमेंट पे करेगा रादर देन परचेस पे. सो रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर की हालत काफ़ी ख़राब होने वाली है और इसीलिए जो भी नया बायर है उसे एकदम कस के भाव दबा के खरीदना चाहिए. रियल एस्टेट विल बी इन सीरियस प्रेशर एंड यू मस्ट negotiate very hard to buy properties. Don't be afraid in starting at 20% of last traded price. You never know at what price a desperate builder will sell his property.
Right. Sir, what are your thoughts on asset allocation oriented products for investing, especially in current times?
So again, asset allocation product में जब आप invest करें, तो don't assume कि इसमें ऊपर जाते टाइम इक्विटी की अपसाइड मिलेगी और नीचे जाते टाइम लिक्विड फंड जैसी सिक्योरिटी मिलेगी. Asset allocation product basically tries to give you absolute return. They will give limited upside, they'll give limited downside. So with that expectation set, one can definitely look at asset allocation products. Many people don't do asset allocation out of lethargy, out of taxation impact. But if you invest in a fund which is itself doing asset allocation, then automatically asset allocation is done at the fund level and you don't have to make any adjustment. So my feeling is, Hussaini, with this volatility, asset allocation products will receive very, very big encouragement, very, very big support. And like Balance Advantage Fund became a preferred product with many investors, asset allocation funds time has come. And if I remember, Hussaini, एनजे में asset allocation product एक मार्स पोर्टफोलियो के नाम पे चलता है, राइट?
जी सर, जी सर.
तो वो सारे रैपर्स का पैकेज का बहुत वैल्यू आएगा. This will be the future of the product.
Right, sir. Sir, many investors, though you have answered it earlier also, but still I am getting a lot of questions that many investors have done SIPs in small cap and mid cap funds, and the valuations have been pretty bad. So what should be the way forward in those funds for those SIPs?
See, valuations are not pretty bad. Returns are bad, but valuations are very, very good. This is the best time to buy small and mid cap. आपको mid cap 6 साल पुराने दाम पे मिल रहा है. Large cap आपको 9 साल, सॉरी, small cap आपको 9 साल पुराने भाव पे मिल रहा है. So definitely valuation by small and mid caps are very, very good, which is why prices are low, which is why your returns have come down to such a low level. And as I explained that, yes, right now small and mid caps are looking very, very bad, but same SIPs, if you continue and you would have looked at in the month of Jan 2020, they would have looked quite different. Let me give you again example of our own mid cap fund, Kotak Emerging Equity Fund. If I look at 10-year SIP return of this fund, it was 16.78% in May 2019. If I had looked at 10-year SIP on 31st May 2019, it would have given you a return of almost 16.78%. Now, if I look at, just one sec, Hussaini, I have to make one call. Can I get 5 minutes?
Sure, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Sorry, Hussaini bhai.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sorry, no problem.
So SIP का अगर आप रिटर्न देखें, तो it was looking at 16.78% in May 2019. Even today in this market, it is looking at about 11.5%. SIP 11.5% is very good, even in depressed prices. Obviously 5 साल का रिटर्न 0 है, but ये टाइम पे आप SIP चालू रखेंगे, then only in a good market you will get better return. So keep on doing SIP in small and mid cap fund if it suits your risk profile. Please don't stop now. This is the time to be greedy and accumulating rather than becoming fearful and stopping. These are the levels to buy because you are getting it at 20% lower than historical averages.
Right, sir. So the next question is that everybody talks about long term in equity.
Yeah.
What is long term?
जब आपको पैसे की जरूरत पड़े, that is long term. Now, when there is financial emergency, when there is need for money, then you have to redeem. Then there is no tenure around it. But effectively, what are we saying? We say be a long-term investor, but it doesn't mean that you have to invest for 10 years and 50 years. What you have to have is a long-term investment horizon with an asset allocation. Suppose you started your journey on investment with 70% equity and 30% debt. Now, when you are investing in equity, you are willing to look at 5-year, 7-year, 10-year horizon. But if tomorrow, let's say by God's grace, market goes up 50%, your 70% portfolio appreciates and becomes 105% because markets are up 50%. And that 30% debt is only 30. Now 105 plus 30, you have become 135. But your allocation is 70. So 135 ka aap 70% karo, so it is probably 90. That means from 105 to 90, you have to book profit, even though you are a long-term investor, because you have to maintain disciplined asset allocation. So three things go together: regular investment, asset allocation and long term. ये तीनों combined है, अलग अलग नहीं है. When we say think long term, it means you don't move your portfolio at everyday movement. When we say think long term, you don't panic because of the volatility of the market. But you have to combine three things: asset allocation, long-term investment and regular investment together to achieve financial independence or financial return.
Yeah. Sir, if you can throw some light on the role of advisor in the wealth creation journey of an investor.
So, see, आप सचिन तेंदुलकर को देखिए कि वो तो एकदम गिफ्टेड था, टैलेंटेड था, भगवान ने उसको सब कुछ दिया था क्रिकेटर बनने के लिए. फिर भी वो रमाकांत आचरेकर के पास गया सीखने के लिए. कई बार हमने देखा है कि एक बैट्समैन खेल रहा है, suddenly he loses his touch and then he goes back to his coach for some direction, some change in his approach. Whether it's Dhoni, whether it's Sunil Gavaskar, whether it's Sachin Tendulkar, whether it's Virat Kohli, everyone goes through their ups and downs and they go to an advisor for taking their help. Now imagine if people of the talent of Tendulkar and Kapil Dev has to go to their coach, then why should an ordinary investor go to the coach? The relationship between an investor, a mutual fund and an advisor is something like a patient, a doctor and a medical shop. We as mutual fund manufacture a different product. We have equity funds, debt funds, commodity funds, we have short-term funds, medium-term funds, long-term funds. Now what is appropriate for you, that only a doctor can tell. So advisor is the person who stitches together a portfolio, a combination for you which is best suited to you. So advisor is very, very important to handhold you through the ups and downs of the market, to give you right product at right time.
Right, sir. Sir, some investors are having financial issues or troubles going on right now, because of which they have to discontinue their SIPs or reduce their SIPs. So how can they plan their finances better? Any thoughts from your end on that, sir?
So one, if there is a financial emergency, then you must redeem your investment and you must take all the money out, because emergency is emergency. On the other hand, you must also focus on cost cutting. For example, if I was living a life where I had 3 televisions and 3 D2H connections and I was running 4 ACs in my house, now if my salary is cut, my family must bring their lifestyle down. Instead of 3 television, we must recognize that we can surrender 2 DTH connections and 1 DTH connection will be good. I'll have to figure out how to reduce my AC consumption. I'll have to put targets in front of my family that look, our income has come down and we must now cut cost at every possible level. Electricity consumption, food consumption, uh, travel, tourism, entertainment. Earlier, we might be going 10 times to eat in a hotel. Now, if our condition is bad, we'll have to probably go just once or not even once. So all of us, Hussaini, will have to focus on cutting cost, keeping in mind our current situation. And after cutting cost, whatever money is required, you must take it out from your investment because we have invested only for this particular purpose. And then later on, whenever opportunity comes, we must rebalance our portfolio.
Right. Sir, there are some older investors also with us on call today.
Yeah.
And they have invested their monies into equity and they have seen their portfolios gone down. And some of them were dependent on the dividend income or the SWPs through that. So what should they continue to do? Should they stop their SWPs in the current scenario or should they continue?
So Hussaini, one, if someone wants money on a regular basis from equity for day-to-day expenditure, that's not a fair thing. Equities are volatile and you don't do SWP on equity fund for your day-to-day expenditure. That has to be done on fixed income fund. So not right now, but whenever appropriate, please ensure that whatever money is needed for your day-to-day expenditure, that money must come from your fixed income fund. It should not come from your equity fund. Second, now that you are in this situation, try to cut cost and try to reduce your SWP withdrawal by 50%. It's a high target, but you must try to do it so that you are not redeeming money when the market is at the bottom or when markets are available at below historical average valuation. And whenever market bounces back, you must move out from equity fund into fixed income for your day-to-day expenditure.
Right, sir. Sir, the ground level situation has not changed much, but markets have rallied quite sharply in last 1 month.
Yep.
So, though we are all talking about long-term investment, but many investors are confused कि ये ऐसा क्या हो गया कि मार्केट एकदम स्पीड में बढ़ गए जबकि ग्राउंड पे तो सिचुएशन और खराब ही हो रही है.
So it's a very valid observation. पहले मार्केट डर में था क्योंकि there was FPI selling $8.5 billion they sold in March. There was front loading by short sellers and then margin position liquidate हो रही थी. तो ये मार्जिन पोजीशन जो टूट रही थी वो भाव देख के नहीं फेंक रहे थे, वो तो जितना भाव है वहां तक फेंक रहे थे. शॉर्ट सेलर्स भी ठोक ठोक रहा था तो भाव नीचे गिर रहे थे. अब वहां से मार्जिन पोजीशन खत्म हो गई, शॉर्ट सेलर ने कवरिंग चालू कर दी तो एक बाउंस बैक आना जरूरी था. एंड टुडे Hussaini, we are trading at 55% market cap to GDP ratio. It is already discounting some of the bad news which have come. The journey of 7,600 to 9,500 Nifty is based on the fact that Remdesivir, Favipiravir, hydroxychloroquine, Kevzara, Actemra, ये सारे मेडिसिन कुछ ना कुछ तरीके से कोरोना वायरस को कवर कर रहे हैं. It is also on the basis of hope that University of Oxford, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, CanSino Biological, Sinobiotech, इसकी कोई ना कोई वैक्सीन काम आ जाएगी. Combination of this along with hope of a better fiscal and monetary stimulus has pulled market here. अब ये सही निकलती है तो यहाँ से मार्केट और ऊपर जाएगा, अगर ये गलत निकलती है तो यहाँ से मार्केट और नीचे गिरेगा.
Right. Sir, one more valid question, though it is a bit different about from a global perspective. That USA is the worst affected country in the world by
Yeah.
this virus, and we have had least number of cases in India, and cases are only increasing now. But comparatively, why Indian markets have corrected so sharply, whereas there is no correction in US, and in fact Chinese markets are almost flat. So your thoughts on that?
Very, very important question. Again, as I mentioned, in US, their Fed and government is betting like Craig Braithwaite. नवंबर 2020 में वहां पे इलेक्शन है. हम ऑलरेडी मई 20 में पहुंच गए हैं. कौन सा प्रेसिडेंट चाहेगा कि उसकी इकोनॉमी का सत्यानाश हो और वो इलेक्शन लड़ने जाए? तो प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप इज पुलिंग ऑल द रैबिट्स आउट ऑफ हैट टू प्रोटेक्ट हिज इकोनॉमी, एंड इसीलिए वहां पे मार्केट उतना ज्यादा नहीं गिर रहा है, बिकॉज सब देख रहा है कि जबरदस्त फिस्कल एंड मॉनिटरी स्टिम्युलस आ रहा है. अमेरिका के इतिहास में आज तक नेगेटिव इंटरेस्ट नहीं हुए, अब वो होने जा रहे हैं. तो वहां पे क्रेग ब्रेथवाइट की बैटिंग है, इसलिए मार्केट उतना नहीं गिरा. अपने वहां पे धोनी की बैटिंग है और लोगों को डाउट है धोनी मैच जिताएगा कि हरवाएगा, तो अपना मार्केट थोड़ा ज्यादा गिरा है. सेकंड थिंग, उनकी मार्केट में पोलराइजेशन काफी है. अमेजोन, गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, ये टाइप की कंपनीज का मार्केट कैप बहुत ज्यादा है. तो वहां पे बाकी स्टॉक्स गिरे, बट ये टेक स्टॉकों ने उनको बचा लिया, उनके इंडेक्स को बचा लिया. अपने वहां पे अमेजोन जैसा काम खाली हिंदुस्तान लीवर ने किया है, और वहां पे भी बीच में ग्लेक्सो का माल आ गया तो भाव नीचे आ गए थे. तो थोड़ा अपना पोलराइजेशन कम है, थोड़ी अपनी गवर्नमेंट की बैटिंग धोनी जैसी है, क्रेग ब्रेथवाइट जैसी नहीं है, इसलिए अपना मार्केट उनके मार्केट के सामने ज्यादा गिरा है.
Right, sir. So I think, sir, most of the questions which our investors have asked are being answered, and I think there are a lot of appreciation also for you from our investors for answering their questions. So thank you very much for joining us. Any last parting notes, sir, which you would like to share with all the investors?
बस एक ही बात कहूंगा हुसैनी कि इस वक्त आप अपनी फिजिकल हेल्थ का ध्यान रखिए. स्टे सेफ, स्टे इंडोर्स, स्टे हेल्दी, स्टे साउंड. एंड आपकी फाइनेंशियल हेल्थ के ऊपर काफ़ी खरोच आई है. वी आर एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी फॉर दैट, बट उस फाइनेंशियल वेल्थ को रिकवर करने का मौका आने वाले समय में मार्केट अपने आप देगा, जैसे ही मेडिकल सॉल्यूशन इमर्ज हो जाए. बस भगवान से प्रार्थना करें कि एक मेडिकल सॉल्यूशन जल्दी बना के भेज दे, तो आपकी फाइनेंशियल वेल्थ अपने आप प्रोटेक्ट हो जाएगी और ये खरोच जो ही वो निकल जाएगी.
Right. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. It was a pleasure talking to you and listening to your views. I think a lot of our investors would have got high clarity. In fact, at the peak, we had more than 3,000 investors today with us. So thank you all investors for sparing your time and joining us. And thank you, Nilesh, sir, once again. This will conclude our session. Thank you very much.